Unstoppable by Cynthia KERSEY. 45 powerful stories of perseverance and triumph from people just like you. Unstoppable. I'm very good at visualizing my success, but other people are equally as good as visualizing my failure. In their own words, as far back as I can remember, I wanted a career in show business. And as far back as I can remember, people were telling me no. On December 7, 1958, I walked into the show bar in Boston. I was to be paid $125 for the week, 2 shows each night. I had already checked into the hotel across the street. It was a dirty, horrible place, but I didn't care. This was my first job. I had already been turned down by every agent in New York when I found Harry Brent. He was the man willing to work with me, mold my act, and ultimately booked me into the show bar as Pepper January, comedy with spice. Things were really looking up, or so I thought. After the first show, the manager called me over. "Hey, Pepper," he said, "you're fired." I was devastated. Fired? Fired from my first job? I went back to my crummy hotel and collapsed. I literally could not stop crying. I cried as I stood under the shower in that filthy tub, my feet protected by socks. The curtain open so that the killer from Psycho could not stab me. Standing in that dirt-blackened tub, I no longer knew whether the thing inside me struggling to get out was talent or only an obsession. But I didn't give in. Soon I booked and Soon I was booked and fired from my second job. Harry Brent also left me, taking the name Pepper January with him. Women comics I can find, he explained, but a name like that is hard to come by. Meanwhile, I was back to square one. I tried everything and called on everyone. Very little worked, and everyone said no. My own mother said, "You have no talent. You're throwing your life away." One of the most powerful theoretical agents in the business told me, "You're too old. If you were going to make it, you would have made it by now." The talent coordinator for The Tonight Show said, "We just don't think you'd work on TV." The verdict certainly seemed to be in, but I just couldn't quit. I had no money. My office was a phone booth in Grand Central Station. I lived out of one small suitcase and slept in my car while my father threatened to have me committed to Bellevue. All in all, not an easy time. It did, however, serve to shape the determination and an inner strength I have called on in my life many times since. Children, especially, I believe, sometimes see success as a lucky lottery ticket that one chances upon. And that is why I think it is important to note that in my case, I was 31 years old, 31 years of hearing no, 31 long years before the acceptance began. And that even in my darkest moments, I knew instinctively that my unyielding drive was my most important asset. Perseverance will always be just as important as talent. Never stop believing. Never give up. Never quit. Never. Joan Rivers is an comedian, actor, actress, playwright, businesswoman, and mother, but is perhaps best known to audiences for her Emmy Award winning TV talk show. The first sole permanent guest hostess of The Tonight Show, Rivers currently hosts E! Entertainment Television's fashion reviews, and along with her daughter, Melissa, hosts E's Live, pre-show commentary for the Academy Awards, Global Golden Globe Awards, and Emmy Awards telecast. 45 powerful stories of perseverance and triumph from people just like you.